So we are going to put a scope on this model car, a rope scope. So to start, we are going to draw the opening on the rope using our top plane. Okay, so we sketch on top plane, normal 2. Right. So on the top plane, we are going to sketch a slot, straight slot, this straight slot. Okay, so we want the opening to be here. So we're going to make the sled, right? So smart dimension, I want this one to be around 3 inches. So I'm going to put it 75 mm. Okay, so 75 mm. Now the position of the opening is too far, maybe around here, so I have to move it. Right, escape, then we move. All right, so I want the middle of the sled to be coincide with this line, so I press Ctrl and click this line, and then I made them coincident. Okay, so this is the thickness of the opening of the slit, so around 3 inches. Now it's too wide, so I can make it narrow. I think this should be okay, and then I move forward. Okay, right. Are sure that this is the position, we can now close the sketch. Okay, close the sketch. All right, the RAM of the scope, we are going to insert a front plane. Okay, so a front plane, features, and then plane. So I want the front plane to be okay exactly on this position. If not, you can just adjust this number either forward or backward. So we have to position in a such manner it is on the desired position. Let's say this is my desired position. So okay, and then I will sketch on this plane. Okay, sketch, normal 2. So same procedure, I have to draw a slot, straight slot. All right, from here going there. All right, and then sketch. Now I want the smart dimension. I want the opening to be only 2 inches. All right, so I put around 50 mm. Okay, now I want this point also. Escape. I want this point to be also coincident with this line. So press Ctrl, and then I want them to be coincident. Check. Now I can reposition this one going down to the position that I want. I want to see that it touches the roof. Okay, now it touches the roof. Okay, but the width of the scope is it okay? Okay, can make the dimension maybe around 300 mm. Okay, 300. Alright, so this is the scope of the car. The opening is only 2 inches. Okay. Alright, so after that, we close the sketch. And then we are going to draw a 3D sketch connecting the two slots because we are going to use the lofted feature. So on this sketch, we go 3D sketch, and I'm going to use a spline to connect my two slots. So 1 point here, and then 1 point here. Okay, escape, click again the spline, 1 point here, and then 1 point over here, escape again, and then another spline, this point on the bottom of the ramp scope. Okay, escape, another one last spline from this point going to this point. All right, now we are going to adjust the contour of the spline. We want on this view. Okay, so we click on the spline and then we can see this line and then we adjust, right? We want it to be okay, then all right. So on the roof, maybe we can just make it a bit flat, or if we want to increase a bit on downforce on the upper portion, we make it a bit up, like what I doing now. So this also similar in shape. Okay, so we put so same. So the height should be also the same, right? So they should be the same. Okay, now they are the same. So on the other two, you also make it the same. You move it up. Okay. Then put like that. Then this one also. Alright, there's a gap on the roof, so we are going to position right. So the other one also similar, same. Should be the same. Alright, the other side. Okay. Alright, almost the same. Okay. Now if we are good enough on this position, we go on top view and see. Alright, our top view is just fine. Alright, so now we close the sketch and we are going to cut the roof of the car. So we go pictures and use the lofted cut. So the profile will be the two slot, straight slot. Okay, 1, 2. Alright, then the guide curves will be the 3D sketch. Okay, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then check. So now it's already cut for the opening of our slot. So we will use the same sketch to do the scope. So we have to expand the cut that we did, right? We have to show all the sketch. Okay, right click only and then click the eye. Once they are shown, we can now go to pictures and lofted boss base. Okay, so same thing, we select the profile, which is the 2 slots, and then the guide curves, which is the 3 or the 4 3D spline. 2, okay, 3, 4. Alright, check. So we have now a solid scope but not yet cut. So what we're gonna do is we are going to shell it. So this is the shell. Alright, so we select the bottom piece and the ramp piece. So upon selecting, the thickness will be 5 mm. Alright, we can set this one. If you want 3, can also check. Okay, the thickness greater than the minimum, so it means we can reduce this number. Okay, we select this one, maybe we put 3. All right, and then check. Oh, we got problem. It means we never unmerged, so we have to edit our lofted boss base, and then we have to untick the merge. All right, this one, and then check. Now we can do the shell. Select this piece and select the bottom piece. All right, we put 5 mm and then check. So now it's already shell. Now we are going to cut the half so we can sketch on the same plane. Sketch. All right, and then we sketch normal 2. Okay, so we can use rectangular. We want to cut this excess and also on the excess over here, so we have to show where we are going to sketch, so we have to make it transparent. So I think this line, I want to follow this line, so I click this edge and then I drew. Okay, and then I trim this middle, then check, and then features, I'm going to extrude cut. So extrude cut, cutting the excess of the scoop. Okay, check. All right, done. So let's see, make it solid again. All right, so this is already our scope. So we can now hide these sketches, hide them. All right, so we can also make this material as fiberglass, so composite, and then we go on this fiber. All right, I want this one to be not the body, so clear this one. All right, I want the lofted boss as well as the lofted cut. All right, so check. So let's try to make a whole car and see how it's look like. So we just mirror it, select this face, and then mirror body. Okay, so similarly here. All right, check. So the scope is there on the roof of the car. Okay, now we still can edit this area if you want to go down, bring down. Okay, but it's already nice and good, right? So we undo the mirror, delete. Yes, now this one is not yet combined, so we can combine the two to become one unit. So we go here on the insert and then features and go combine. So we have to select this body and this body, and then we add. Okay, check. All right, and then they become one body. All right, that's it in making the scope of our model car.